Hello and welcome back to yoga. My name is Shannon and I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for joining me here in sunny South Florida for another gentle yoga class. And do always remember to be gentle with your body, to listen to what it's feeling moment to moment, breath to breath, and not force it into doing anything it doesn't want to do. Take a deep breath in, let your eyes close, let your breath fall out. Let your shoulders drop down, your back away from your ears. And let your attention shift from the top of your head, down the back of your head, through the back of your neck, and all the way down your spine to your tailbone. Just feeling what there is to feel from head to tail. Now shift your attention to the front side of the body, your belly, your rib cage, your chest, your throat, your face, your forehead. Feel your body breathe in, feel the temples and crown of the head. Feel your body breathe out as you soften, relax, and let go. Take a few more deep breaths here, just pausing to feel the body. And then begin to bring the soles of your feet together gently and slowly. And on your next exhale, start to drop your knees down towards the floor, just seeing where they'll go without force or strain. Inhale, lift your knees back up. Exhale, start to drop them down. Inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. So don't worry if they're not going very low. Don't worry if you feel like your hips are really tight. If you feel like this just isn't happening, it's just too much, you're really, really uncomfortable, try putting your bottom up on a block or a folded up blanket, even a thick towel that you can fold or roll. This will allow your tailbone to tip out behind you, your lower back to take that natural curve, your belly to tip forward a little bit, and your knees to drop open. So this is just something you can experiment with and try if you feel like this, which is how I felt when I started practicing yoga. So just do what you can today. If you're really tight and stiff, just feel what there is to feel. Breathe in, breathe out. Try to soften and relax a little bit more each time that you breathe out. And we're going to add a little bit of shoulder and arm movement into this. So if you can, on your inhale, start to lift through your chest, swoop your right arm forward, out and up, and exhale it behind you, just wherever it's safe to go. And then inhale forward, exhale, lean back and round. Not too far if you're up on a block so you don't fall off the back. Deep breath in, left arm up, exhale up behind you, just wherever it's safe to go. Inhale up, exhale round. We're going to try that again. Deep breath in, chest up, head up, right arm out and up. Exhale it behind you, just seeing where range of motion will go. Inhale up, exhale down. Try the other side, breathe in. Go slow, be curious, don't force anything. Maybe follow the hand with your eyes if you can. Deep breath in as you reach up again. Exhale and round. Let's do one more time to each side. Breathe. It should feel nice to move your arm and shoulder to get a little stretch down the side of your body, to feel the hips and low back moving. So again, don't feel like your hand has to touch the ground. Don't feel like your knees have to touch the floor. Just see where your body will let you go and be grateful for the movement. Now if you can, deep breath in, reach both arms up. And on your out breath, start to reach forward and down. If you're on the block, be careful. Of course, we don't want to fall forward. And when you hit your edge, that point where you're like, oh, I can't go any farther, stop right there and breathe. If you need to lift the knees up some, that's fine. If you need to kind of cross more like crisscross applesauce, Indian style, instead of feet together, that's another choice. Those of you that are comfortable coming all the way down, feel free to take it all the way down. One more deep breath. Let go. Find your way gently and slowly back up. Start to bring your knees back into the center. And we're gonna find our way off the block or blanket if we were up there. Lengthen our knees out and just gently wiggle and move. Knees and calves and thighs. Bounce, rock. Take your feet wider, go in and out, and take a little circle. Ooh, yeah. Lovely. Bring your feet back together. Find your way up to a tall spine, hands by your hips, head reaching away from your tailbone. Feel your body breathe in staff pose, Dandasana. One more deep breath here. On your inhale, start to pull the right leg in, hugging your shin or thigh into your chest. And on your exhale, start to rock softly right and left. Take a deep breath in as you start to bring the right leg up and over, and exhale, plant it near your left hip and thigh. On an inhale, gently reach out through your left heel up through your head, and on an exhale, twist across your body. Left hand to your right leg, right hand behind your back. Just breathe. Go wherever it's safe and comfortable to go. And then inhale through the center and exhale, take a little counter twist over to your left now. Without changing anything else, just the head and hands. Just twisting your upper body in the other direction. Breathe into your right lung. Let go. Maybe one more breath. Beautiful. Unwind. And now we're going to see if we can stack knee over knee. So as much as it's a yes, bring the right knee on top of the left knee and start to bring your right foot off to the side so that you're on that pinky toe side of the foot, pinky to heel, and the sole of your foot is facing out behind you. So it's not sole down, knee up. It's more like pinky toe side of the foot down and sole of the foot out behind you. Take a deep breath in, lift up, just doing what you can. If your knee and hip and foot doesn't bend that way, that's okay. And when you breathe out, we're going to come forward. So I know some of you will be able to come down and maybe even reach that left foot. Others of you, this will be a very intense stretch. So that's okay. That's where I started. Do what you can. Send the breath towards tight. Notice if you're gritting your teeth or jaw, and see if you can soften your shoulders, your upper back. Maybe one more breath. Maybe this is too much. When you're ready to come up, push down through the left leg, down through your hands. Right leg lengthens out, and then just pause for a breath in and out. Take a deep breath in, hug your left leg in and squeeze shin or thigh, and start to rock softly side to side. As it's a yes, bring your left leg outside the right, left foot outside the right leg. Plant it down. Keep your left hip on the mat. Sometimes we have a tendency to try and lift up here, but try not to do that. Try to keep both hips, both sides of the bottom on the floor. Take a breath in as you lengthen, and as you breathe out, twist. So if you need to put a little rolled up towel under the right knee, that can help. If the right knee just needs to bend some, that's okay too. Sometimes we just kind of make it onto the shin or just inside the knee instead of outside the knee and thigh. All of that is fine. Do what you can. We're looking over the left shoulder, twisting up from hips to head, and then rotating our spiral staircase from the tailbone up. Be mindful of your knee and breathe. Take one more slow, deep breath. Unwind. Just the upper body and twist it to the right now. Don't change anything else if you can help it. Keep breathing. is facing out behind you, and we're on that pinky toe side of the left foot if your knee and hip will let you bend that way, if your ankle will let you bend that way. Take a deep breath in, reach up, and as you breathe out, find your way forward. So some of us need to make little accommodations. If you feel like there's a little bit of pressure in that left ankle and the foot's out behind you, maybe you have a little knee pad or a gardening sort of knee pad that you could put under that left ankle. Maybe you could fold up a little washcloth or put a little throw cushion that's not so thick that it would lift your leg up and bring it out of alignment. It would just give you a 1/4 inch, a 1/2 inch, an inch of cushion so that your bone isn't touching something that's uncomfortable, or it's not bent in such a way that you feel stress or pain in the joint. Send your breath into the tight places, and then invite them to relax. As you're ready, gently, slowly find your way up. Uncross that left leg. And one more time, we're going to slowly bounce and rock. And then start to scoot your way up towards the front edge of your mat. Take a deep breath in as you reach forward and up, and if you can, exhale, come halfway back and hover. Inhale, lift. If you have low back issues, don't do this, or maybe it's accessible if we hold on to the shins or thighs. So do what you can. Breathe in and lift. Maybe breathe out and round. One more deep breath, holding shins, holding thighs, hovering, or just coming right down to the ground, maybe using elbows. Whatever support you need to feel safe, do that. And once you hit the ground, lengthen out, stretch from fingers to heels. Take a deep breath in as you softly reach apart from the navel. And on your exhale, let your arms get heavy, let your legs get heavy, let your toes roll open. Feel your body breathe in. Feel your body breathe out. Take one more slow, deep breath here. We're going to go into bridge with an option for backbend. So please know you can always do bridge, you can skip bridge, you can take legs up the wall. Any options and variations that work for your body, please do that. Don't force it into anything it doesn't want to do. So for bridge, we're just going to bring heels in towards the behind. You could prepare by putting a block in between your thighs and squeezing your inner thighs together. Some of us like that alignment that provides for our knees. Others of us like to bring hands by the hips, push up, and put that block under the pelvis. Not up here under the low back, not down here under the bottom, just in the middle under that top of the pelvis area, so we can get that hip position without having to hold up and activate the thighs and glutes and quadriceps, all the leg muscles that have to work to hold us up in bridge. So if that's too much, you can tuck that block or ottoman or whatever you have handy that's safe for your low back under your hips for support. Those that are comfortable in back bend, we're going to bring fingertips to the shoulders, elbows pointing up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in, and on an exhale, start to push into your hands, lift your chin up, and see if you find the top of your head. So that might be it for today. When you're ready to come out, chin to the chest, hands by the heels, and you're back in your bridge. Those that are comfortable going all the way up, push through your hands, lift your chin, and rise. Push through the feet as well. Breathe. Keep finding center, front to back, left to right. Take one more deep breath wherever you feel safe. And when you're ready to come out, begin to tuck your chin into your chest. Let your shoulder blades hit the mat. Bring your hands back down by the hips and heels. Knees stay soft. Jaw and throat and forehead stay soft as we roll down vertebra by vertebra. Once you're all the way down, extend your legs once more, bringing big toes towards each other. If you can, sweep your arms overhead. Lengthen out, hips to heels. Lengthen up, hips to fingertips. Breathe in and reach. Breathe out, pull that space below the navel gently in and up, tuck your tailbone under. One more deep breath, finding that length as you inhale, that engagement as you exhale. Open up your arms, shoulder high, palms down, all 10 fingers spread. Bring both knees into the chest. Take a deep breath in with the knees bent. On your exhale, roll them off to the right. Bring your head to the left. Pause and breathe. If this is too much pressure, you can put an ottoman, a pillow, a folded up quilt or blanket, anything under your knees for support so that they're not just kind of hovering in space. Breathe into your right shoulder. Maybe gently spread your right thumb and pinky finger apart. And take one more deep breath into your right shoulder and lung. Let go, heavy arms, heavy legs. Inhale back through the center and exhale, switching sides. Knees to the left, head to the right. Pause and breathe. Maybe feeling that left hand spreading the fingers. Slow, deep breaths. Soften your jaw. Take one more breath. And then inhale back into center. On your exhale, gently hug shins or thighs. Stretch out your low back. Release your feet to the mat. And start to find your way into Shavasana, final relaxation. Toes roll open, palms turn up, shoulder blades roll down. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Let go of your breath. Release your body weight into the mat. Let go of the thinking mind. Let this time be a rest for body, mind, and soul. Not thinking, not doing, not planning. Just being. Gently begin to return your attention to the present moment. Allow your fingers and toes to wiggle and move. Your head to turn side to side. When you feel ready, take a deep breath in, raise your right arm overhead, roll onto your right side, pause, feel your body breathing in and out. Another deep breath or two. And as you're ready, eyes closed if you can, begin to make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Hands together in front of your heart, or maybe resting comfortably in your lap, palms down or up. We're going to close today with a brief reading by Richard Carlson from Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all small stuff. Practice ignoring your negative thoughts. It has been estimated that the average human being has around 50,000 thoughts per day. That's a lot of thoughts. Some of these thoughts are going to be positive and productive. Unfortunately, however, many of them are also going to be negative, angry, fearful, pessimistic, worrisome. Indeed, the important question in terms of becoming more peaceful isn't whether or not you're going to have negative thoughts. You are. It's what you choose to do with the ones that you have. In a practical sense, you really only have two options when it comes to dealing with negative thoughts. You can analyze your thoughts, ponder, think through, study, think some more, or you can learn to ignore them, dismiss, pay less attention to, not take so seriously. This later option, learning to take your negative thoughts less seriously, is infinitely more effective in terms of learning to be more peaceful. When you have a thought, any thought, that's all it is, a thought. It can't hurt you without your consent. For example, if you have a thought from your past, I'm upset because my parents didn't do a very good job. You can get into it, as many do, which will create inner turmoil for you. You can give the thought significance in your mind, and you will convince yourself that you should indeed be unhappy. Or you can recognize that your mind is about to create a mental snowball, and you can choose to dismiss the thought. This doesn't mean that your childhood wasn't difficult. It may very well have been. But in this present moment, you have a choice of which thoughts to pay attention to. The same mental dynamic applies to the thoughts of this morning or even 5 minutes ago. An argument that happened while you were walking out the door on your way to work is no longer an actual argument. It is now a thought in your mind. This dynamic also applies to future-oriented thoughts of this evening, next week, or 10 years down the road. You will find in all cases that if you ignore or dismiss a negative thought that fills your mind, a more peaceful feeling is only a moment away. And in a more peaceful state of mind, your wisdom and common sense will tell you what to do. This strategy takes practice, but is well worth the effort. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to you, your loved ones, and our beautiful earth. Namaste. And please remember, life is so beautiful on the mat. Let's keep it the same way off the mat.